Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, your boy, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with RealLifeTrading.com. Hope you're absolutely doing amazing. It is most certainly Friday, Inauguration Day, historical day, January 20th, 2017. So talking about the market, today was option expiration Friday. I'll be going through a lot of options for a lot of traders and that expired worthless. Usually option either covered calls or put sales, or maybe some credit spreads of some kind, or maybe some directional options if you're like me. I'll talk about those in a second. So anyway, the SPY, we did get some volume today. There's the volume. Very indecisive candle. You'll notice we traded right to the same resistance line. We're still in this triangle looking thing. And yes, I do think we go higher. I absolutely think the market's going to have higher highs in 2017. We're going to continue to be bullish. I just don't think that's going to happen before February on the SPY specifically. Now, of course, I could be wrong about that. Doesn't matter. Just have a cute little wager. You guys know I like my wagers on the SPY. But bottom line, got a 212.50 put sale that expires next Friday, and Dean's got a February week one at 220. Dave Zamora had a 224.50, 220 bull put spread that expired today. So great job, Dave. Well done there, buddy. So that's pretty much the SPY. Nothing really shockingly new to report. Here's the weekly chart. We're still above the 10, still in a pennant pattern, still trading sideways. Here's the Dow Jones, ticker symbol DIA, and the Dow on a daily chart. Little bit of what a lot of people are looking for as a double top right here. Now again, if we do close below here on Monday or Tuesday, I'm not insanely bearish. The 50 exponential moving average is going to be my target for anything or any index that you're looking at playing bearish is the 50 EMA. The Qs did make a higher high today and a higher low. Black candle gapping up into another black candle, a new all-time high for the Qs. I'm hoping at some point that this will occur. But realistically, you'll notice back on the 17th of January, which was that doji right there, I mentioned, hey guys, if it breaks or closes past the high, that's likely going to be the short-term indication. So we did break above that high a day later, and we have continued from there about 1.5 points on the Qs. So Qs, all-time high territory, looking interesting. As far as the indices are concerned, the IWM is the most bearish in my opinion, and most bearish still isn't that bearish at all. So a few traders in with the 134 February week one put. That's not in the weekly options newsletter. That was just one that we did in the afternoon swing trading floor. 50 exponential moving average is my target. We got very, very close to that yesterday. Speaking of the weekly options newsletter, a lot of traders are in JP Morgan. We did get triggered in on the high of yesterday, right there on an option, and our target is right there, and we actually already have hit target number one. So it's going to be pretty difficult to lose on JP Morgan as of now, since we're out of half of our position already. So we'll see what JP Morgan does, kind of hanging out here in no man's land. Looking forward to what Monday is going to bring. If there's going to be any bearishness at all on Monday or Tuesday, we'll probably have just a slight, very, very small pullback the rest of January. Let's look at some individual stocks. There's a lot to talk about out there. First, let's just go over some of the non-directional options that expired. When I mentioned put sale in this video, that is a bullish strategy. That means that either myself or some traders planned on or did sell some puts. So selling puts is a bullish strategy. If you want to learn about selling puts, you can type in how to sell puts in real life. And you type that in and you'll get a few different videos. This is one of them, what are stock options in real life. And the other one is covered calls and put sales in real life. This is one of the very first videos I made for real life trading over 2 years ago with 1,400 views. If you want to check that one out, you can also check that one out. You do need a margin account to sell puts. You do need a high level of account approval. You need to be trading for a while to do them. They're definitely not recommended for everyone, but a fun strategy nonetheless. So let's kind of go through some of those. So today was a very interesting day, at least for me. I'll kind of fill you in a second. So here's FCX. FCX had a few traders in a 12.50 put sale expiring today. When it traded back down into this area, I'll kind of pull this up. This was in my long-term buying location on FCX. I do think, and I do like it longer term. Jesse is still in this particular trade bullish. Robert Meek is in FCX bullish. I think my buddy Adam might still be in shares, but I can't remember. So here's what I like on FCX. And this was posted 2 months ago when FCX was a little higher than it is right now. So right now it's at 1551. This is, well, I was actually at 1497. So on FCX, I really wanted it to pull back. That was kind of my plans. You'll notice that it did pull back into my green zone, and that was kind of the buying location that I had for FCX. So it did pull back into that location, and it did bounce overall on in that price zone. So I do like FCX here longer term on kind of a weekly chart. This is a weekly chart right here. And if it breaks above at some point this $16 area or $16 region, I like FCX a lot. So that's FCX put sale, expired worthless for a lot of traders. Congratulations. United States Steel, another one. A lot of traders got a put sale, expired worthless on FCX at $24. Congratulations there. FCX and US Steel have been moving pretty bullish since November, but really just a nice little healthy and pretty obvious pullback as is 32.13 in my opinion. If you hop over here to a weekly chart, very, very strong support and resistance. Let's talk about the support and resistance for a second. So back in 2012, you had this price, you had this price, you had this price, you had this price in 2014, and that was the 10 EMA on a weekly chart and the 50 exponential moving average on a daily chart that we just traded to on US Steel. So good little bounce. Earnings is coming up, looking to potentially and probably will do another put sale on the FCX, on X down here at $24, $25. I love this triple bottom down here, and at some point I would love it if it traded back down to that area to retest that neckline and bounce. Of course, it doesn't have to happen, but if it does, really wouldn't mind owning down there at all. My good buddy Kyle Williams is in some puts on British Petroleum. Had some 32, and a lot of other traders had some put sales on BP that we got into when it was down here. Those expired worthless today. Here's the weekly chart on BP, and my 2017 target on BP is actually 44. This price right about here. So my thoughts, big breakout, retesting that breakout, gonna bounce into here, do something like this, and then trade up into 2017. That's just my thoughts. Doesn't have to happen, of course, but that's kind of what I got on British Petroleum for this year. So as it pulls back, we'll be looking to buy the dip again. Ticker symbol RIG, another stock that I like long term. This is RIG Transocean, and since I'm on the weekly chart, here's also my drawing of what I think RIG's going to do in 2017. Also going to be pulling back more than likely than bouncing into the 200 on a weekly chart. So RIG had a $12 put sale. This is probably, no exaggeration, the 34th put sale we've done in a row on RIG. So I think we've captured about probably about $6, $5.72 on RIG in the last 2 to 3 years, and just put sale premium alone. So that one's another one that bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. So RIG, looking forward to pull back. Potentially, it doesn't have to, of course, but likely we'll do another $12 put sale on RIG sometime next week, and this time for March. Here's Alibaba, BABA. Excited for earnings on this one next week, ladies and gentlemen. BABA, very, very simple to trade on earnings. Here's the pennant pattern. If it breaks above this particular price, aka $98, be very bullish. If it gaps down to this area, longer term, probably be a good buying opportunity. Got the 85 put sale expiring next Friday. And if it gaps down somewhere in this general area around here, probably will be a little bit more bearish on BABA on the gap. TLT. TLT. It's Treasury Bonds. TLT. Here's the weekly chart on TLT, and I'll kind of pull this up as well. I should have just kept that open. So TLT, back on December the 12th, we got into a bull put spread. It's a non-directional credit spread strategy. Pretty much just saying, hey, I don't think TLT is going to go down here, and if it doesn't, let's make money. That's pretty much what happened. So as it was pulling down, you'll notice it was very, very extended, coming into some support. So we got into a bull put spread that did expire worthless on TLT. Here's that chart that we posted in TradingView. Again, if you don't follow us on TradingView, you're more than welcome to. All the stuff that I'm posting is totally for free. You can get in your email. TLT, bull put spread, back on the 12th of December. Let's let it pull up just so I can have it. I got a few more things to look at. Okay, time is going good. So that blue line's the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart. To keep your eyes on the prize, I'll probably end up doing that same exact trade again on TLT sometime next week or the week after. Just looking to get below that 100 simple moving average. Actually on the monthly chart, I'm sorry, not the weekly chart, the monthly chart, which is now at 112.83. So that is TLT. A few other traders on Netflix today. So I talked about my winners. Let's talk about my losers. Lost 2R on Netflix, both with options from yesterday until today. So here's my plan on Netflix. So I lost 2R, no big deal, totally fine. I'll talk about that in just a second. So loss on Netflix. Brandon Tucker, Adrian Lee had put sales, that worked. Dave Zamora had a bull put spread, that worked. Dean Chance had a bull put sale, that works. Neil's, a lot of other traders. So on our earnings, I said, guys, I love this gap. This is almost exactly what I'm looking for. I'm attempting to play Netflix 2 times bullish. And if I lose both of those times, which I did, then I'm going to let Netflix trade down again into either the 100 or the 50. So I'm going to be patient before I trade it directionally again. Directionally meaning buying calls or buying shares. This particular juncture, I'll just be looking to do some kind of put sales or bull put spreads in this general region. The 50 EMA is going to be the support for Netflix. But as of right now, unquestionably, I'm bullish. The question is just going to be when. When's it going to bounce and what is it going to do? Speaking of another loss, Facebook. I did lose on Facebook as well. I had a 127 put. So that also lost an R. So I lost actually 4R today, accumulatively. So I had a carryover from yesterday. And I also had 2R net gain yesterday, 3R from ExxonMobil as a win, and 1R loss on Micron Technology. So the interesting thing is, I lost one bullish day trade on Procter & Gamble today, one bullish day trade on Netflix today. So I only lost 2 R's on actual day trades. The other 2 R's were from carryovers. So the interesting thing is, bottom line, actually breaking even between yesterday and today. So that's okay, right? As long as you lose less money than you make, it's totally A-okay. Now, this guy, Skyworks Solutions, I did lose on this bear call spread on Skyworks. I had an iron condor on Skyworks Solutions over earnings. The bull put spread worked out just fine. The bear call spread got absolutely hosed by this absolutely phenomenally, gorgeously wonderful bullish gap and go on SWKS. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. Put this in your notebook. I'm going to be making my money back on Skyworks in the next 3 months. This is a very bullish gap. We are going higher. I don't know what wager I'm going to have yet, but I'm going to be making one on Skyworks. Here's kind of what I'm anticipating. One of 2 things. This is it. Maybe 3. Thing number 1. Thing number 2. Or thing number 3. I don't know which one it's going to be. Feel free to take a snapshot. One of those 3 things are going to be happening on Skyworks. That's what I'm planning for anyway. And I'll be waiting. Whenever I get a little bit of a bouncing candle or some kind of signal to get in, I'm going to get my risk. I'll lose an R at max. Same thing as normal. But I will be getting that money back that I lost today on Skyworks. So I did lose on a credit spread today. It happened. I was trying to unravel. It broke out too quickly. The option spreads were terrible. I got hosed. I got punched right in the face on this particular bear call spread. So all the put sales that I made for did absolutely make up for this loss on SWKS. So it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. It's not like I lost my house, my heart, my shoes, my car. I can still eat this weekend, right? It's totally fine. Let's look at some other put sales that did expire worthless. Here's Mobileye. Ticker symbol MBLY. I think my good friend Julie Coleman totally wrecked Mobileye as it traded back into this support. Very, very good support on Mobileye. In fact, let me just pull that one up as well. John Wheeler and a lot of other traders. I think my good buddy Tim Walbridge also did pretty good on this one. So here's Mobileye. About a month ago, as it was pulling into that support, right? Very simple strategy, ladies and gentlemen. I drew one support line and said, all right, cool. This looks like a buy low, sell high. So I mentioned for those who wouldn't mind owning shares, could consider a put sale, or for a bullish swing, it's in the buy low, sell high area. And boom, there you go, right? Just bounce off that support. Up at that point 12 points in about a month, so not too bad. 30% return. So John Wheeler, congratulations. Jeremy Newsom, congratulations on that one. 3D printing, ticker symbol DDD. A few traders also reaping some rewards. My good buddy Deepak is in $16 calls. Henry had a 1450 put sale expiring today on 3D. I think we did about 16 or 17 of those recently as well. Here's your weekly chart on 3D printing. It's also in a longer term buy low, sell high location. I'm being patient on it, folks. I am watching 3D systems down here. This is an accumulation area. This is also appears to be a double bottom. So I'm waiting for this thing to break out. And if it does, I'm not going to be afraid to play 3D bullish. Holla at your boy. Another stock that looks really good. Keep your eyes on this one. Lionsgate Entertainment. Good Googa Mooga. Here's your weekly chart. Huge pullback from 40 to really under $18, more than a 50% pullback. So from 2011 to 2016, huge growth, huge drop, accumulation phase right here. This is the breakout on Lionsgate. This is a weekly chart. So on a longer term time frame, feel free to keep your eyes on Lionsgate, but put this one also on your bullish watch list. Absolutely, I'll be watching as well. Here's your daily chart. 3 beautiful candles in a row. Great volume. Really, the candle, the breakout candle, was on the 6th of December. So at this point, I'll probably be waiting for a little bit of a pullback. But regardless, Lionsgate looks bullish from here, in my opinion. Here's Panera. Love Panera. Was there yesterday. Panera is so delicious. Love this candle. Absolutely phenomenal wicks on these 2 candles right here. Almost a perfect tweezer bottom. I do think Panera goes higher. This 230 covered call expired worthless today. Likely be doing another one for February on Monday at 230. I'm sure you'll see that post go through. ExxonMobil covered call also expired worthless. It was a 92.50 covered call. ExxonMobil at a very, very, very strong support. Another longer term buy low, sell high, dividend paying blue chip type of stock on ExxonMobil. Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. Had a lot of traders have some put sales expire worthless today on Tesla. We've been playing this one bullish since the double bottom down here. Very obvious little move on Tesla. Even have a wager on it. It's been continually moving higher. Congratulations, Niels and Justin Jeffrey and a few other stands. Expires in 2 weeks. And last but not least for today, NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA. Ron Halley's been doing very good on NVIDIA. Great job, Ron. Stan also had a 95 put sale expiring worthless today. So a lot of traders had options expire worthless today. I got punched in the face a little bit, but dodged the big right hook. I'm always excited about that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about risk mitigation, discipline, and patience in trading. I am very excited about the rest of 2017. It has already started to be an incredible year. I got to give a shout out to a really good friend of mine, part of Team Nashville, Blake Anderson, for having his the 2 biggest months of his life in day trading back to back, being part of the community in real life trading, texting, posting on our community channel, day trading, being involved. Every single month for the last few years, his profits have done a little bit of a curve like that. He's traveling the world. He's sightseeing. He's doing what he wants to do when he wants to do it. Blake, you're the man. You're my hero. I love you. For those of you who are planning to come to Nashville tomorrow, less than 24 hours from now, Brad and myself will be hosting the 2 hidden dangers of mutual funds tomorrow. D. Simpson, Sybil, Steve, Matt DeLong, John. Really excited to see you. DJ, a pleasure, and I'm waiting. Your presence is going to be fantastic. There's going to be a few other traders there. If I forgot your name just off the top of my head, I apologize. I'm trying to remember the whole roster. You guys rock. I'll see you later. Later being Monday of next week. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade. See ya.